Look at me. Look at me. Look at me ballin'. Get my range up. Look at me ballin'. Got me famous. Look at me ballin'. Get my range up. Look at me ballin'. Got me famous.
Hey, good morning, everybody. How you guys doing today? What is up? What is up? Let's get this rolling. Couple quick things. Let's get to the first step. Let's get to the first step here. Take a look at the outlook for the session. Let's see. 28,615 downside battle. Okay, negative gamma. We're expecting today large rotations after confirmed acceptance. Directional lean is bearish. Two-sided acceleration risk. What that basically means is just like yesterday, we saw big swings. We saw big swings to the upside, big swings to the downside. So that is possibly what we're expecting. You know, some higher volatility here today. Context, primary decision zone, 28,659. So we're under that level right now as we speak. Here's our gamma levels. So we are, get straight to it. Take the screenshot if you guys want the screenshot. If you don't have levels on your charts, you can just pull them from here. Works Expected low, where are we? How much of that range have we hit yet? Oh, we still have a lot of room on that range for today. Expected lows down at 319. Spot price is at 28,006. We're about 300 points down below our expected move total here for today. Let's see. About 419 points. Okie dokie. I think we got what we need here to get this rolling. So that critical level is going to be 650s. We have settlement right at 620.75. So I'm going to be watching that settlement price here. Let's take a look at the higher time frame chart really quick. Actually do have that breakdown here as well, I think. Let's just pull it up. This is the overnight chart, just basic structure. We could see 29,000s. We had broken through that level yesterday. So over 2 days, we were consolidating above, building some value in that area. And then you could see from yesterday, we ended up selling off. And then obviously we were basically in this consolidation below the weekly open. So 28,747 is actually the trigger. That's the weekly open print. We have settlement at 620. So we're just going to watch. I'm sure here at the open, we're going to pretty much open right near settlement. So I don't think we're going to have that much of a gap. But really, the downside targets would be the prior week low. So that prior week low from June 17th is kind of what I've been eyeing. However, if we just kind of look at the bodies here, the structure, we're still holding 28,500s. So, as we start building this base here, let's actually pull up a real-time chart now for the hourly. As we start building a base here, this is where we're at right now, the hourly. So basically, what we have, obviously, this expansion here. So we've consolidated under 250. So our major quarter level, we want to see, this is exactly the action that we were trading all day yesterday. Basically reclaims, right? Fail breakouts. Price closes out, looks like it's about to, go, and then boom, right back inside. Right? We talked about that yesterday. We call it Bobby's breakout, break back in, breakout, break back in. Couldn't even break out that time. And then here, they basically did the same thing, to the downside. This is what they'll do at major levels. They'll break out, break back in, break out, break back in until it finally goes. So it finally went, right? So we have this pretty strong, energetic move that happened yesterday. And then if we just look at these lows here, what's that exact price here? So this is the area of 410s to see if that's where we want to go. We did get an attempt here overnight. It looks like, is this overnight? Oh, this was yesterday. Yeah, this is overnight. We did get an attempt here at 750, immediately rejected. We came back in, created a lower high. So, when I see this type of situation, usually I feel like what they're going to try to do is like take it out one more time and then go. So what I'd like to see here at the open is an opportunity where maybe we do get another attempt here, right? So this is the hourly chart. Let's go to a 4-hour chart real quick. Go to a 4-hour chart. Let's see how that's developing. If we look at a 4-hour chart, what we can see here is they have formed a swing low down here, and we do got a swing structure up here. And then, of course, we do have some gaps here that have not been filled. So maybe they're going to try to do something here up above before they take it down lower, So, we'll see what happens. But this 4-hour current rotation that we're in, we have this swing low formation. Price here looks like we have a nice, strong 4-hour close. And, we didn't really get follow throughs of yet. They're kind of pulling back in. So we're going to see if they're going to end up holding this area and then pushing up higher, or if they're going to just straight dump it. And then we get some type of situation where we have like a bear flag break, boom, and go. But either way, what I'm going to pay attention to here, the main levels, at least on the macro, or the major levels, are going to be 750. That's our resistance, and in 500, right? So that's kind of the sell I'm going to be paying attention to. Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning. Let's take a look at our GEX levels. So this chart only has RTH on it. But GEX levels, we can take off this for right now. We know that's something we do want to pay attention to. So GEX levels, 600s are major. We have a GEX 5, and then we have put support down at 500. I think it's our largest, yeah, it is the largest, we have pretty much the largest negative GEX down there at 28,500. So again, we get through that, we should see some speed and acceleration. So we're going to see now price looks like it's trying to push down lower as we open up. We do have some medium impact news as well here at 9:45, so something to keep in mind. And let's take a look at what we got going on so far with structure. We take a look at the big structure first. So far, we can see the multiple rejections here. So we had a support break here at 28,500, and then they reclaimed it. This is yesterday, 11 a.m. Came back in at 2 o'clock, did the same thing. We had this pretty big spike at the close, which we actually ended up catching that move. It was pretty awesome. It was like 500 ticks. And then we can see where they kept failing, right? Where we kept getting these rejections, these breakout, break back ins, these failure swings at 7:30. So 700 to 7:30, we keep rejecting. We didn't quite get there at 6 a.m. Look at the 6 a.m. open. We never even traded above the 6 a.m. open. So that's interesting. But we're now pulling back and testing the 2 a.m. open. So we'll see here. We're right at 600. We're going to see if this is going to give us an accelerated move. But so far, if I just kind of look at this, we're just kind of rotating around 600. So I'm going to avoid trades around 600 because this is the middle of the range, right? If you're like, wow, there's a lot of shit on your chart, I can't tell what's what. Look, just look at the lines here, right? The solid lines. Yeah, we got this rotation up, this rotation down. Make it easier here. Let's just do it like this. Here's a little swing low, rotation up, rotation down, rotation up, rotation down, rotation up. And now we're in a downward rotation. Okay, so this is basically one big consolidation right now. So we just need to allow price to do what it needs to do, avoid the middle unless you're scalping and you have a reason to get in. But as of right now, we know where we're at. We know the major level down below is 500s, 28,500s. But we also know that a lot of times price will need to go higher before it goes lower, right? So let's see. We keep it simple. What I want to do today is, one of the things I want to pay attention to is how's price delivering in this environment, right? So like yesterday was a great day, right? Yesterday the moves were epic. You could have made money shorting, longing. You could have been wrong 3 times, 4 times in a row and still made money. Those are the kind of markets that I do really well in. But markets like what we had on Wednesday, where the market is unforgiving, which means it moves one time and then the rest is just chop, 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 and then it moves again barely. And so if you end up getting cut, you don't really have a chance to make back that loss, right? Or if you're in a trade, you need to use the wider stops, not go break even too quickly. Just because when you have that low compressed ATR, price isn't going to give you big extensions, right? It ran like maybe 40, 50 ticks and then would immediately retrace and pull all the way back. So, kind of understanding that going into the session, that also has a lot to do with what is the expected volatility for the session. And it's high. It is technically high. So we'll see if we what kind of environment we have here, how the delivery actually is once the market opens. So got to keep ourselves we got to keep ourselves mentally with like a blank canvas. And so what we want to do is just take note. Okay, here's where we're at pre-market. So pre-market right now, the ATR in the 1 minute is 45 ticks. All right, volatility of the IV is technically high. So they are pricing in some volatility, some big moves today. We're in negative gamma. So when we put all this together, right, technically we should see some bigger swings. The only thing I'm looking at, though, is this ATR in the pre-market at 9 a.m. It is a little small for 1 minute. But we want to see it gradually increase. And then we want to see it obviously pop over 100, 120 ticks per minute and then sustain itself past 9:45, past 10 o'clock. But if it begins to start collapsing after 10 o'clock or 10:30, then that's going to be a sign for us that we may not be getting the expected volatility, right? So we're going to just allow price to tell us and give us that information, right? We got to just listen. Okay, here we go. We got 4 minutes left here. Price is trying to break under the 600 level. How are you guys doing here this morning? Hope everybody had a good trading day yesterday. Yesterday was a great freaking day. We hit 150 plus points. I continued to trade after, to be honest with you. So I ended up taking it even beyond that, because the secret sauce, honestly, guys, is like, it's not about stopping when you're up. It's about pressing the gas when you're in flow, right? Once you get into a flow, and when you get in that flow state where you're just like reading the market really, really well, that is not the time to walk away. That is the time to press the gas and milk it for as much as you possibly can until you start, getting off track and taking cuts. And that's what happened. So I pressed it even more, was able to actually make even more. But then towards the end of the session, caught that huge win. And then I was like, well, that's it. We're done here. So, but hopefully today we can get into flow again, right? Wednesday, I was definitely not into flow. You know, and part of it has a lot to just do with me having the wrong expectations for the price delivery. Like I was expecting bigger extensions, aggressive moves where we could, you know, sit in these trades and easily take 25 points within like 30 seconds, but no sir. No sir. People have been asking me about actually let's just get this thing going here. We're getting started here. Look at what's happening here. We're getting pressed through 75s. Bookmap yesterday, we did a lot of discussion around Bookmap while we were trading. Super helpful. I mean, if you know how to use it the right way. Wow, we're getting that. Are they running? Are they beginning to run already? Let's keep that 1 hour chart here. They're beginning to test it open to the prior 1 hour. It's possible because we've got this mother bar right here, so we're kind of just inside this range, 801s to 439s. Our weekly expected move or expected low, I believe, is down around 300. So we still have room for our expected low for the week, and then expected move for the days at 319s. So that is also very good. Let's actually throw our levels on here real quick. Oh, I have that indicator. I don't even need to be manually dropping my fractals here. There we go. A little busy here. Okay. So put support at 28,500s. We can see that level has been a major level here for what day was this? Since June 19th, right? Since June 19th, it's been a major level. Okay. Oh, there's my news guy talking. I haven't heard his voice in a while. All right, let's go. Here we go. 50 seconds, 1 minute left. Take it easy. What's going on right now going into the market? ATR is increasing now. 30 seconds before. We're right around 54.88. Obviously, we expect it to increase because of volatility, but let's just see if we can crack the 120 ticks per minute. And then if so, I think we should be right on track for some big violent moves today. All right, 4 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The book is thin today, gang. The liquidity, the DOM is weak today, or not weak, but just low volume. All right, let's see what's happening. So 9:30, we're underneath the open of the 9:30. We're also down at our blue, almost at put support here at 500s. Let's see if we can get down to 500s here. Let's see if these boys can do it. They're going to hold the open print here. What are they going to do? Watching the book map here to see if they're going to hold above 25s. Let's see. Looks like they're trying to get the 50. They're back under. They're trying here. I'm going to try a scalp short here to see if we can get to put support. Watching that 50 level for open print might be a little premature here, but I will cut at 35s. Put support. There we go. Quick scalp there. My target, I don't know why it's like so slow, man. Copy trading quite a few accounts. Could be why. We are building our own copy trader. It's part of our membership. We're literally gonna have everything in one. So you know, it's not like a thing where you're gonna have to have this, and that, and pay for all these different things. Nah, it's gonna be literally like everything you need to win. So we're gonna have our own trade copier that doesn't suck. Okay, so 25s again. They're trying to reclaim. Let's see if they can extend. I want to see an extension here. Extend above the open. Okay. ATR is now 66 after the first minute or two. Still very low. Let's see. After 5 minutes, this thing better be near 100. 5 minutes, only 120 ticks. It might also be compressed because of the news we have at 9:45. I'm gonna try scalp long here since these boys are trying to reclaim 50s. Oh, the heck happened there? What happened there? My execution. I had the right idea, but I don't know what happened there. My target, my stop loss was a little too tight, I guess. Backed out, break even on that one. Oh man. Well, that would have been the scalp target right there, on that reclaimed on this dot. So they got back above 50. So I was trying to get long on that, but unfortunately my computer is a little iffy right now. I don't know what is going on. Let's see. Very nice extension. Will they hold up? Will they hold this up? Watching 75s here. Look at the book map here. Let's see if they're going to retest to 50, get back under. I'm going to try one more time here. Stops around 50. Let's see if they're going to hold the 50 level. Watching 50. They may dump it right here. Let's see. Did they get back above 75s? ATR's beginning to get almost to, it's only 75s. So far, not really impressed with this price action, gang. All right, there's 73 ticks, 80 ticks. Can we get 100 ticks? Can we get it? There's 20 points. 26 points. We're pumping. Push that target out, boys. 30 points. We're at GEX 5 at 37 points. Let's go. 200 ticks. Let's take the 200 ticks, gang. 50 points, first real trade. Hooray! All right. So trade one was like not even anything. It was like 20 ticks because whatever. And then T2 was break even. It was a accidental error, user error. Right there, boom. So you can see the trades. It was like, okay, so was that 5 ticks, 19 to 12. Basically like 6 ticks, 7 ticks, or 7 points. Then here, entry 5047. Stop. What the heck? 547. Yeah, so I got long right here and then got stopped out. Like, it was ridiculous. I don't even know what happened there. And then just got long again. So the reattempt on the pullback and then caught 50 points. Gangster. There's the that's what we want, bro. Look at that. Bingo. There would have been an entry right there at 600s. I wasn't talking. Bro, guys, pay attention to this here. See, big trades. This is the money right here. Big trades. I don't know if you guys can see this. Let's zoom in here. Big trades. Aggressive buying. Seller comes right in. Okay. They try again and fail. Boom. Key level. Over, under. Let's go. Let's attack. That's the move, guys. Now we're going to probably take out put support. And then from there, probably get down to that low overnight low. All right. Well, trade 3, 50 points. Sitting on 50 points so far. I think it's going to keep going, to be honest with you. Watch this 50 level. See if they're going to try to pop 50s one more time. Watch the book map, boys. 50, 50. Going to try to pop it one more time, or they're going to just dump it? I don't know. It feels like they're just going to dump it. Let's see. I'm just going to try. If they're going to just dump it, I want to be in. And I'll just cut it above 50. I'm building my little buffer here today, guys. Building a little buffer here today. There they go. They're trying to get to 50. These guys should just not even be able to. Come on. Unless we're ranging because we got a little medium impact news here in 10 minutes. Watch the book map. They're trying. They're trying. Smash through it. Let's go. Let's go. Come on now. Look at the book map. Look at the book map. Buyers here. They're still defending 25s. Oh, they're trying. They're trying to reclaim 50. 60s would be technically the stop, right? Trying here. Look at that. They're underneath the opening print. Watch 50s. 60s. Get back under 50. Book map needs to get back under 50. No, they're still pumping. I allowed it to just get to me. I should have just, here we go. Watching here. Watching here. Back in. Back in. Let's see if we can now crack that 25 level once and for all. Hopefully they don't cut me up again. Watch the book map here, 25s. They should let it go. And we aim for yesterday's low. 431s. Expected move is down at 319s. Hopefully they don't start ranging here. What's our ATR? It's almost 100, so doing pretty good here. Almost 100. Let's see if we get this displacement through. Put support here, 28,500. Bingo! Let's go. Come on. Keep it going. Stay heavy under 25. Stay heavy under 25. Let's crack that 500. Let's crack that 500. I'm going to take one contract off just in case they want to reclaim the whole thing, because that's what these people do. That's what they do. Stay heavy, boys. Come on, come on. Let's go. Right here, 500. Let's crack it. Let's crack it. Let's crack it. Got to watch out, though. We got 30 seconds left on this 5-minute candle. It would be great if they just took a big dump right here. But looks like they're going to try to reclaim again 25, retest 50s. Look at how they're trying to build here. Let's see if these buyers are going to be able to sustain a move above 25. So no matter, I'm break even on my stop anyways. Buyers trying right there and rejected and dejected. Look at that buyer who just came in and we immediately just went shoop. Let's see. Let's see. Could this be one of those days where we just get clean price action on a 5-minute chart? You know what I'm talking about? When you just have consistent, clean 5-minute candles, like just, and it's just ruthless. Come on, boys, let's go. Let's finish this out. I want to get this bigger target. Come on now. I'm going to be looking for, we got a lot of liquidity down below. Not liquidity, but basic structures that we need to take out. Like, for instance, yesterday's low day would be very nice. That low day target would be very juicy. Wouldn't you agree? That low day target would be juicy. There's another 200 ticks. Oh my goodness. We're making some money, man. Let's go. Can we close under put support? We need to stay heavy under put support, which is 500. Look at the book map. This line right here. Oh, you can't see the label, but it's actually labeled put support on my book map. 28,500 is put support. Let's see if we can stay heavy under 500s. They keep trying, though. These buyers keep trying. Keep trying. You think it's going to be a sweep? Salsa Lessons is saying it's going to be a sweep here, guys. I don't know. It's negative gamma. We're seeing increase in ATR. I'm hoping we see some acceleration through these lows. I don't want to see a sweep. I want to see an aggressive displacement is what I want to see. I want to see aggression. There's a 100 contract bid right here. This is going to be the true test. If they can displace it through these bids, that's how we know this is not going to be a sweep, but it will be a displacement, guys. There's the sellers coming in. See, this is where it could be a sweep. Right here is where it could be a sweep. This is the ingredients for a sweep. Large bid, large sell. These sellers could get absorbed right here at 75s. So let's watch what happens. Time to start trailing a little tighter here just in case. Salsa Lessons might be right. He might be right, or she might be. I think it's a he, so he might be right. Let's see what happens here. This could be the sweep. Keep your eye on the 5-minute chart, though. Keep your eye on the 4-hour chart. Keep your eye on the 15-minute chart. Everything is looking quite heavy right now. We are displacing through hourly lows. 81 was that level. There's the big displacement that I was hoping for. Now this could be the sweep. We got under the level. If they reclaim the level, they're going to probably pop it up back to 500s. But let's just trail a little tighter here, gang. Let's just trail a little tighter here. Got a few moments left here for the 5-minute. I think I'm just going to allow the 5-minute to just do its thing. Because the 5-minute does look pretty thick. Looks pretty thick here. 5-minute looks pretty thick. Look at that. We're taking out all this structure here. 32s would be next on the chopping block, but I don't want to see them yank up here and take back 75. So watch Bookmap because we're now testing the blue lug level. This is a pretty significant level. This could be the sweep here. Let's see. They have to be able to reclaim, though. They can sweep all they want, but the question is, can they reclaim and accept above the level that they sweep? Right? So that would be the reclaim play. Sweep a level, reclaim the level, accept it. And that's what they're trying to do right now. Look, the buyers are right here. And once they hit that green line, that would be technically a reclaim. But they haven't done it yet, boys. They haven't accomplished a move yet. We're still sitting pretty on 281 ticks right now. Come on, boys. Let's get this thing down. Let's crank it. Come on. Let's finish this move. We got news in 2 minutes, though, so they probably are going to yank. They are going to yank. But what if they don't yank? What if they end up just hitting the gas pedal to the downside? But just look at Bookmap. They are building some value here above 75. So buyers are trying to build some structure here. They're building a little buy club. They're like, hey, guys, 475 looks like a good area to be a buyer. Why don't you join the buy club? All right, here we go. I'm going to get tagged here on my trail. Are they going to reclaim put support? Let's see. I will give it a little bit of room. A little bit of room. Hopefully we get a failure swing here. Hopefully we get a failure swing. Look at the Bookmap. It's going crazy now. We got sweeps both sides. Which side's going to win? That's a micro Johnny Cage right there. A micro Johnny Cage. 30 seconds. Come on, people. Take it down. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Let's go. There's 75 again. Probably going to spike one time before they drop it down. 13 seconds. 10 seconds. There's 50. Are they going to crack 500s? Look at the Bookmap. Look at the Bookmap. Look at 500. Literally right there. Teasing it, teasing it, teasing it. Oh boy, that's funny. Still in my trade, gang. Still in the trade here. They can still yank it though. They're going to probably spike real quick. Gonna probably stop me out on my trail. Well, let's see. I'm still in my trade. Big sellers coming in. They're getting absorbed here at 75. But all those buyers are in that buy club. Sitting pretty. I think they're going to try to do something here. Let's see. Look at that 500 level. Still kind of holding up. They're going to probably need to hit that level. They're going to probably need to hit that level. They're going to trap here. Okay, now they'll reclaim. Now they'll probably reclaim. If they're going to reclaim, this is where they would reclaim. Watch the Bookmap. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. They're teasing people to get short, and that's where they're going to squeeze them. Unless the market really wants to stay heavy. Whew. Okay, I'm going to take that profit right there on that spike. I'm out of that trade, guys. That was a pretty decent trade. I'm happy with that trade. The market can now do what it wants to do with the manipulation of the news. So here's a recap of that setup, folks. We're in it to win it today. We got short from 545s. What happened here? Initial entry short. What happened here? What? That doesn't make sense. Got long. I was already out of my trade. I don't even know why it's saying that. That doesn't even make sense. I got short here, stopped out, and then entered again. I don't know why that was showing that. That doesn't even make sense. I took my profits on this trade. I was completely out of that trade. Oh well, I don't know what that's about. That's weird. And then here we got in short, took the profit here for the first target and took the profit here for the second target. So we had back-to-back bangers of 200 ticks. Yeah, this trade was like a 130 tick stop out. So the stop loss was actually right here. So I entered here and got stopped right here. So I don't know why this is like showing this. This is not accurate. And here we go with the sweep, folks. This is what Salsa Lessons was calling for, but here's the key. You got to wait for the volume to confirm, and this is what we mean, right? Got the large bid. Started here, started filling sellers. Now we have large selling. Look at the sell bubbles. Got the sell bubbles. And where's the key level? The key level in this case is going to be our opening range low. But it's still not enough, gang. Still not enough. Still not enough for me to participate and go the other way. I think for today, I'm going to be straight, right? Straight bear side, sell side. Let's see what happens now. If we take things off the chart, just look at where we're at. 15-minute chart, clean. Let's just look at, oh, look, we're like right here at these lows. So this is, of course, where you're going to expect absorption, right? So for the order flow gang, everyone here is trying to buy the low. And they're probably getting chopped to pieces because they just see everything is absorption. And they're like, I got to get in. Absorption. They don't understand how it works. But anyways, let's see what happens here, because I have a feeling that they're going to rip butt first and then boom, go. So we'll see. So let's see if they're going to rip this here to the downside. That's what I'm saying, to the downside. We want to see it just boom, boom, right? Expected move to the downside. Let's throw our lug levels here. This is our little secret sauce, guys, our little secret sauce. See, this is what it is right here. So this level here has already been tested for me. So we get closures through here, it's over. It is over, right? Over. So let's see, this is our same day expiration put support, and then our daily, our larger put support. Just overall negative net gex is down there, 800s. Yeah, net gex is actually not really significantly negative, but yeah, I mean, so far back-to-back 200 tick trades. I mean, I can't complain. There's the reclaim. All right, let me try to do some here real quick. We got to run this thing. All right. We are building something called the Dynasty Market Intelligence Platform. Sounds pretty nifty. So we are taking all this data you see, all the information you see on the charts, and we're pushing it through our dashboard with analysis, real time. And then when you look at your chart, you don't have to sit there and ask, are they absorbing? Are we negative gamma? Is gamma positive or negative? Are we building net gex, or are we deteriorating our positive gex? Like, what's going on? How should I adjust my trades? Should I be taking 100-point targets or 25-point targets? So we're taking this shit to the next level, gang. If you are not hitting, if you're not winning, right? If you're not winning with your trading with the tools and technologies that are available, guys, it's okay, because it can be overwhelming. I understand. There's the move. That's what we love. Bingo. Look at that. This is what we like. Look at that. Rotate, hit the level, trap the buyer. Look at the buyer. This, oh my God. Oh my goodness. I shouldn't have been talking. Oh my God. That was the move, gang. That was the move. But check it out. Check it out. Look, buyer at the level. We got a 68 contract execution. Notice how at every turning point you have volume, right? So sell side, buyer came in, just initiated the rotation. Seller came back in, gets trapped, boom, squeeze. We get aggressive here. We get outside our Enzo bands, hit our major level. Step one. Step two, volume confirms, large buying coming in. Number three, we reclaim the level. We have a double reclaim. Not only do we have a major level reclaim, we have put support reclaim, and then we have a prior structure reclaim. Where's the dot? There's the flip dot. There's the reclaim. Bingo. And you would have been in that trade. I would have been in that trade if I wasn't talking. Sheesh. This is the one downside of live streaming. You end up talking too much and you end up missing trades, but it's all good. Anyone catch that? Damn, that was the move, gang. That was the move. All good. It's all good. It is all good in the hood. Let's see here. We got some QQQ Gex point of control down at 685s. They're migrating to POC. So that just means we are probably going to keep dropping Doesn't take much to know that. Guys, do not try to buy this. Hopefully no one is buying this. Instead of buying this, here's what you guys should do. Hit the like button. Hit the like button so I can get more than 2 likes on a video. Wow. That's what I get for talking too much, man. I should have been in that trade. I should have been in that trade. That was what I was hoping for. That's the move. That's the move. But you know what? It's all good. It's all good. You know why it's good? Because we caught some bangers so far. We caught some bangers. That would have been the banger, though. That would have been it. If I just caught that one trade, it would have been over, son. It would have been over, son. Jeez. Our ATR now is acceptable. See, by 10 a.m., we're right around 130 ticks. Now, obviously, after that move, of course, the ATR is going to expand. But we kind of saw this already before it happened. We already had the environment, the expected volatility coming into the session. We just needed the realized volatility to confirm the expected volatility, right? And so how do we do that? Well, you do that based on the obvious rotations coming into the market, right? So the market starts giving us extensions like this, 400 ticks per extension. Even this pullback here, 252 ticks. Now we're cooking. You can make money going both ways, guys. This is the kind of market like yesterday. We can bang it out here. We can bang it out here. This can easily be a 200, 300 point day if you play your cards right. Let's take a look at that 1 hour chart, gang. Saul Goodman. Hit my trailing stop, then drop to my TP. What a Friday. Gotta love it. What are you using to trail, bro? That's the question, right? So that's the question. Did you hit the stop on that pullback to 28,500? Put support? Check it out, guys. Check it out. This is the way to do it, right? So we start breaking the structure. Here's a 1 minute chart. I like using the 1 minute for structural trail. But look at the key thing, gang, is like look at the bodies, look at the interaction of closes with the levels, right? So we get the break here. At what time is that? 9:41. It looks like we're breaking down, right? That's where I end up getting, I think, tagged somewhere around here. And then we get that spike. And look, even though that spike happened, look at where we're at. This is VWAP, right? They rejected the VWAP. And we barely could accept above 500. I mean, we didn't even accept it. Just hit it and then quit it, right? Instant. So on that instant failure, that could have been the re-entry right here. So there's a couple ways you enter. Either you could do a Renko entry like what I do, or you could literally just, as soon as you start seeing this candle begin to start trading underneath, right, this level, you just get right in and then put your stop right above the level and you're good to go. So using the levels as the stops is the major key. The key thing too is just looking at this. This is what is this? A 9 moving average? I don't even know which one this is. It's a 21 moving average, right? Retail moving average right here, 21. And it works. It does work. I don't know, people are like, oh, moving averages don't work. Well, it works if you know how to use it. And so as soon as they get above it, that little wick right above that 21 moving average, if you go to Bookmap or even a Renko chart, that's where we would want to enter. That's the reclaim right there. Like up, boom, right here too. These little wicks, whoop, whoop, done. Damn, 500. Yeah, bro. Sorry to hear that, dude. Sorry to hear that, dude. It's all good though. It's all good in the hood. Damn, look at that. Look at that 5 minute chart. That 5 minute chart. We just reached our expected low. So this is what the dealers are pricing in for today's move, which we've already fulfilled. So we're 100% of the expected range for the session. We actually exceeded yesterday's range, but we closed back inside. Funny enough, right? Funny enough. So it's pretty accurate, right? I think it's like 76, 75+% of the time we're going to end up closing within inside the expected range or the expected moves range throughout the session. Pretty interesting stuff, guys. Hey, make sure you hit that like button if you haven't already. You guys are trying to learn more about what we do here. We are building a pretty cool community. It's a small community right now, but eventually it's going to grow. Eventually we're gonna have more than 2 likes on a video. Oh, look at 350s. Can they get above 350? I'd like a move maybe back up, and then maybe we can try again. I'd like to get more trades in here. Look at that immediate fail. There's the dot. Can that be another? I don't know if I want to short expected low, the 1 day low, 1 day min. That'll wait for price to create some space from this area here. They've already taken out all the major levels that I was interested in. Look at the negative GAX building. Must be getting old, man. What are you using for your data there, salsa lessons, for put call ratios? You're just showing 2.4. Mine's showing 1.2. 1.2. Where's our major negative? Where is it? Way down here. Oh, yeah, look at that. 162s. Interesting. Interesting. Will they get there? Beautiful. Doom, 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 doom. Okay, looks like these boys are trying to reclaim 350. Can they reclaim 350? I don't think so, but let's see. We've hit the 1 day max. Are we deteriorating here? Net GEX deteriorating here? Are we building back up positive? I don't know. I don't know. How much time we got left? 2 minutes left on the 4-hour candle here, guys. 2 minutes left on this 4-hour candle. Looks like we have another data release here, some small low impact stuff. There's a reclaim of 350, but we're 1 minute into the last push here for the hourly, so I will sit this one out. I will sit that one out. How many of you guys are using NinjaTrader? I think a lot of people use like what, TradingView and stuff, and TradeAway. TradeAway is technically NinjaTrader. People been emailing me, asking me about the tools and asking if we build it for any other platform. Unfortunately, we don't. The reason why we don't is because I only build things I use. So I'm not interested in building things that I don't use on platforms I don't use. Because I am not an indicator person, or it's not my primary focus. My focus is to trade, and I just make stuff for myself that I like, that I use, that's useful. And if you want to try it, then that's cool. ARAS X. Oh, that's where you get your data. Cool. ARAS. What is ARAS? I never heard of ARAS, bro. Let's see if we reclaim 350 here. If they swept that low, look at that. That's pretty textbook how they did that. They hit the low, one day max or 1 day low. Sell side volume came in, got a nice little bubble. There's the reclaim. There's the reclaim. There's the rebid. Oh, still working. You're still working here. This guy's saying something. That something happened. Oh. New home sales, I guess, is what it was. New home sales. Okay, let's see if these guys are going to fail here. Give us one more extension higher. Just waiting. Just waiting. Watch the book map, guys. Let's watch the book map as these guys try to pull back. They're going to reclaim 75. Try scalp here for 75. Maybe they do a nice little push here one more time. Got 2 minutes left here. Can they get to 400s? Can they get to 400s? Are they gonna trap? Are they gonna trap me? I don't know. Looks like it. It just dump right here under 75. I'm long, guys. Come on! One more push! You can do it. This is where they will fail on the 1 minute if they cannot hold 75s. But this is why I like my Renko charts, because I just follow the little green line. How about I just take that 60 tick profit? See how it does that? Like, it's saying that, look at that line. Like, I got in from down here, and it's saying I got in over here. Something is ass backwards here on NinjaTrader. See? Doesn't even make sense. Anyways, I just took that 15 points. 15 points again, baby. Ooh, we're almost to 100. I took that stupid loss for, what was that? 25 points, 26 points. And then I made it back with like the 50 points back to back. And then now another 15 points. So we're still on 65 points profit right now. Actually, hold on. Hold on. No, we're already at 90 points profit for the session. We already hit 90 points after commissions. Oh, yeah. I just need 10 more points and we're done. But with this market, we're not done. I think we're going to keep pressing the gas, guys. Market feels pretty good to me. What do you think? Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Let's see. Watch 350s. Look at the book map. Watch a 350. They could reclaim here. Let's see if they're going to get enough juice here to get the pop. And then we get one of those, look at this. Trap, boom, doom, 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 and then go again. Let's see if that's what they're going to do here. I'm going to try. I'm going to try. Let's see if they're going to try. They're going to try to squeeze those highs. Let's see. Oh, reject 75. Get back through 75. Watching 75. Rejecting 75. Buyers are trying to push. Push. Hold. Sustain the move. Do not fail 50. Oh my goodness. Still holding. I'm out. I am out of that, guys. Oh, that's the reclaim. I should have maybe waited. What did I get in at? It was a little late there. Yeah, no, it was good. It was fine. I like that pattern. I do that quite often. I like that pattern. Basically, we get that breakout. They grind it, trap the buyers, they squeeze them out. Boom, then it goes. But because we're so bearish today, and the fact of the matter is 75 is that level, we cannot ignore this right here. We had that failure, right? You get that spike above, right back in, right? So, and then we have the failure down below. So we're playing within this little deviation. So we get a deviation below 319s, deviation above 75s. So here we go. This might be it right here. Watch the book map here at 50s. Are they going to be able to hold the 50s? If not, then we're doing a Johnny Cage. I'll try one last time here. Tight stops for 50s. There we go. There's 10 points. Back in. Break even already. Can we take out that high? I'm going to hit my target there for the fresh zone that we have that they left there for us. Let's see if we can get there. Let's see if we can push through 75 one more time. Otherwise, it could be the third failure and they rotate back down. But you know what? Do we want to bet on a breakout or should we just take our money? What do you think? Okay, we got enough we got enough cushion. We can just let it do its thing. We got 10 seconds here for the 5-minute candle. Oh, it's actually the new 5-minute candle. Let's see if we can get a pump through this high break of structure. Come on now. Come on now. Pump, 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 pump. There's a 25. Well, actually, I took the profit a little early. It's about 20 points. Almost there, guys. Made back that little stupid cut there. So my trade pattern there, my little idea is working out. I was just a little too early there, but it came in right here. Boom, boom. Now we just need to see the extension through the high, but I don't like it. You see how they're rejecting? Well, it's okay. It's okay. This is what happens. We have to acknowledge the levels they cannot break through, right? There we go. Here we go. Let's see. I'm not re-entering again long. That's enough. We're already, the location's terrible now. And they've already tried like 3-4 times. So let's not sit there and keep pressing. How the heck? Goodness. How do you use 175, 50, 25 levels of your indicator? Oh, that's called auction map, right? So basically, I got this. Let's see how I can show it to you. Let's do it on this chart here. The book map. You know what? Let's do it like this. Basically, what it is I just have an indicator. It plots all the important levels for me. So like Gex levels, and then I have major quarters. So basically every 250 points, or minor quarters, which are basically every 25 points for the Nasdaq, opening range, and IB. Those are the main levels, right? And VWAP. And so what it basically does, I mean, I don't know, for like the longest time, I've always paid attention to these levels since I was trading back in like the old school days of like 2016 and trading Forex. They weren't really quarter levels there because obviously with Forex pairs it's a little different. But they're, you know, just the major levels, psychological levels, I guess. I don't know why, but I just found that when I always looked at the charts and back tested and did historical review, like going back and back and back, you would always just see that the objective of price were usually these major levels. So that's why you'll see on my hourly chart, I always have the major quarters as the main levels I pay attention to. Let's do it like that. That might be the easier way. And that way I don't get, I can stay in sync with the macro. The macro. Why isn't this shit plotting? What is going on here? Oh, there we go. So this is the macro, right? This is the major. So you could see the way this is my whole thing is like I'm just literally watching for the whole month, like migration from major to major. So it all started right here. Technically, it started from NFP, and I also have another thing where we plot the moves based on catalysts. So every single big move is preceded by a news event. I mean, we all know this, right? So I mean, it's the news that actually is a driver of markets. But anyways, like it all started like right here. We started pushing it to 30,100. We're all-time highs. What was this, June 1st? And then from this migration, from June 1st, we based here for a week. And then we displaced through 30,000. And then we missed 29,000. And then we pulled all the way back to 30,000. And we hung out here for a day. And then we tried to get some breakout through 29,000. Couldn't do it. They reclaimed 29,000. This was last week, Monday. I remember this. And then we started ripping right back up. They popped right back up to 31,000 again. And just look at the reaction here. Look at the reaction. Look at the support at 30,000. And then once I think this was last week, we had obviously a holiday week, I think, last 4th of July. And then we had last week, which was July 12th, we could see how 30,000 was just the main level. And, you know, look, even if you don't like know how to read, let's say, order flow or volume profile, stuff like that. I mean, anybody can look at this chart and say, oh, look, resistance is at 30,000, support's at 29,500. Anyone can do that, right? And that's why I like it, because once we know the major levels, then we can go into the smaller, internal daily levels and start paying attention to where we're at. Just same way like people would use a one-day min, one-day max. Like I kind of use that with the major quarter levels. And then from there you zoom in. So for my entry triggers are always going to be in and around those levels. Like I do not want to enter like here at 410, or I could enter only if we hit the level first and then fail, right? So that's what I look for. Like my scenario, I found that my P&L is very consistent when I wait for price to actually reach one of these levels and fail. So we hit the level, we get above it, plus volume here, right? You see the buyers here? Buyers at the bubbles. That was 115 contracts there. Should make it bigger. But it's not enough yet to just enter. You don't just enter blindly because you hit a level, you get a bubble. The other thing is market structure. And that's where we use the opening prints of the higher time frame, 30 minutes. So where are we on the 30 minute? It's bullish. Look, the 30 minute open was down here. So this auction is auctioning higher. We're bullish. I have no interest in shorting this right now, guys. No interest in shorting this right now, right? Because the 30 minute candle, the auction is expanding higher. And even if the price does go lower eventually, in this current moment, in this current auction, the 30 minute buyers are in control and they are pumping. So for me to short this thing, it'd be me like going against the current trend, right? The current trend. Now, I know if you look at a 4-hour chart, like the trend is what? Bearish, right? You just look at this like, oh yeah, it's bearish. Lower lows and lower highs. We're bearish. Look, I got a trend line here. That's how you know we're bearish, right? Boom, we're bearish. No, just kidding. But yeah, the bigger trend is bearish. But look, we just had a huge move. 500 ticks. This might be the biggest move of the session so far. Let me see. Nah, this one is. Now we're beginning to break down here. Now this is what I start paying attention to. Look at how we start spiking this level. I'm not shorting this because of 30-minute. I'd have to wait for at least a 15-minute candle closure. And I can already tell you that the reversal is not going to happen in 3 minutes. And the reversal is probably not going to happen in the next 15 minutes either, because it takes 3 segments of a 15-minute candle to get a reversal, right? 1 candle extension, 2 candle failure, 3 rotation to the other side. It's a 3-candle pattern, so fractal. So when you understand that, right, and for the folks that are part of the group, you're probably like, I don't understand what that means. Don't worry. We're actually going to put all that stuff out there. I don't think I've actually put any content yet about how I actually look at the higher time frame timings other than using the open prints. But I can already tell you that it's going to take 3 segments or 3 candles for us to get a full rotation. Actually, let's take a look at the 15-minute chart. I'll tell you right now. Okay. So here, what's likely to happen if as long as something crazy doesn't happen right now, this candle's obviously going to close up green. How do we know? We got about a minute and a half left. Okay, a minute and a half left. So because of that, then I'm looking at what we got down here. We have a low and then a lower low, and then we closed up. So this right here is what we call a failure swing, or so depending on what methodology you follow, this would be considered a candle 2, right? So you have a candle 1, a candle 2. This creates a low. The next candle, if it takes out the high, there's 2 scenarios. It'll take out the high, this 10 a.m. candle. So then 10:15 extends above, extends and does what? It's going to reach for this right here. This candle is trying to extend here. And if we get through this price here, which also happens to be put support, it's then going to try to go for our high day right here. Where are we at? Right there. 2 2s. So that's one scenario. The other scenario is this next candle ends up trading above the high and then failing immediately. Right? It ends up sweeping the high and then fails immediately back down. But look at this. This looks like it's going to try to reclaim this 9:45 a.m. candle. So now what happens is the next candle that prints on the 15-minute is either going to confirm a swing low, or it's going to not, right? That's basically it. But based on what I'm seeing here, it's likely to confirm a swing low, and then that would create our swing low fractal. Fractal. Every rotation whenever you see a move, the starting point is always a fractal. It's the same thing over and over again. It's a swing low, swing high pattern. One of the first things you should learn in price action. Swing high fractal, then where's it going? To the next swing low fractal. Swing low fractal, watch now. We watch to see if they take off this high right here. That would technically confirm this swing low fractal at that point. Okay. Now, it may take 15 minutes for them to do it, depending on how bullish the market is. We know the market's pretty bearish, so there's a possibility we go inside for this candle. So we'll see how they handle this candle. Okay. So right now, we got this low. They took this out. Now, here's what could happen, because the market is so bearish. They could, like I mentioned, ram this low. So this is where you start looking at the smaller time frames to get a feel for it. But what's leading us to maintain bullish bias? The 30-minute and the 1-hour open. We're still heavy above the 1 hour. Look at that. There's a 1 hour open. We're pretty far away from it. You know, we got this structure they built right here underneath it. So let's see, right? They're beginning to, so we could have scalped this. This could have been the scalp. And look at the timing of it. Literally right at the 15-minute candle open, we get that rotation here. But it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be a full reversal. So we'll watch now and see. This 1 minute candle looks pretty bearish. Look at the 1 minute. So this is the part that could potentially lead to a trap. Okay, let's see if they end up trapping folks here. When I say a trap, meaning they're beginning to start selling this breakdown below 800s. And you know what? You could totally do it because the market supports the idea, because it is so heavy, it is so bearish. But the main thing for me is like, well, look at how far above we are of that 10 a.m. open. So I'd rather just wait. You know, I don't need to chase now. If I'm scalping, if I have the mentality where I'm just scalping levels, like if you're in my Discord, like yesterday, you see me take all these damn trades, like I'm literally just scalping. And I'm kind of like not worried about the 1 hour open. I'm more like the reaction off the levels, because when you have a market like we have today, where extensions are like 400 or 500 ticks, you can do that. You can absolutely, like this right here, 270 ticks. This for me, the target would have been from here, pretty much right here to 400, and been out of that trade, right? Or maybe even to this low. So let's see what happens here. They're beginning to try to hold below 75s. Let's throw the 75 level on here. Oops. There's the quarter. There's the mid. So we're testing the mid now. Now look at the 15-minute chart again. But watch this 15-minute candle, because now if this takes out this low, this is no longer a candidate for a swing low. This would invalidate the possibility of a swing low if this candle closes or trades through this low right here. And it looks like that's what you're going to do. That's how bearish the market is. Pretty wild. I wouldn't bet it. Oh, see, look, they're reclaiming right off that low. Let's see what happens. See. Oops. Let's see. They're going to take out this low, guys. Wow, that was a big failure there. So that's how bearish the market is, right? I mean, they didn't even have a chance to take out that high. So let's see now. They run this low. It's over. It's over. But then we probably get the extension now from the 15-minute for another displacement to the next low, which in this case would probably be, what's our next level? 300s. But why wouldn't I take this trade? I mean, I would have taken it from up there for a scalp, but why won't I take it right now? I'm not going to take it right now. It's too late. It just ran that low, though, but I'm not going to take it now. So the interesting thing is we got 10 minutes left on this 15-minute candle. Let's see if they're going to be able to keep pushing this thing lower. What's our 15-minute ATR? Oh, it's kind of small. ATR on the 1 minute, though, is still staying pretty good. So it's 150 ticks. So they swept that low. See if these guys are going to be mean and rotate it all the way back up. So now you look at the 5 minute, it's closing in 10 seconds, and we'll see what they're going to do with this 5 minute candle. Actually, here's a better example of what I was trying to explain. Look at the 5 minute structure here, right? So this is the same concept here, right? You get the low, lower low, close up, and then we get the extension above, boom, high. They failed to get to target. The target would have been right here of this candle. Next one here, high, higher high. They close back in, boom, rotate down. This is a swing high fractal. And now we're beginning to extend. So all they're trying to do, all these guys literally do price action, right? They go from swing low to swing high. Like, ooh, that's all they're, I keep picking the wrong tool here. Swing low, swing high, swing low, swing high. And now let's see if they create a swing low or if they're going to extend further, and then we get another extension. But because we're at our 1 day min, I have no desire to trade that. Plus, it's the NDX 1 day min. So we have NQ's 1 day min and NDX 1 day min. I'm expecting for people to step in here and hold price up here. We should see some price continue to prop. Let's see if they prop it. Let's see if they prop it or if they yank and then they get crazy displacement here. We are negative gamma, but look at where we're at. So let's see. The problem for most folks is they're buying the first candle. They're buying candle 1, or they're buying candle 2. The key is candle 3. Wait for candle 3, right? That's the key. Unless you're scalping. If you're scalping, then it's like whatever. So look at the 15-minute now, how they're doing that, right? I mean, these boys are just so mean to people. They literally got everyone thinking we're going to get extension. But then they're now yanking almost half of the move. So watch this 5 minute. If you have a 5 minute chart, it'll be helpful to monitor what we're discussing here. Because if this next 5 minute candle closes up, that would confirm a fractal low. And then there's a possibility we end up trading back to 450s and take out that 15-minute high. So once again, let me just show you what I'm talking about. Right now, we got a 1, 2, 3, and then we have a 1, 2, and then we're just waiting for this to confirm. If this closes up, this confirms the fractal low, and then if we get trading above that candle 3, then we start watching for this high here. And that's how you take That's how you can, but the key is you don't do it on a 5 minute. You only do it on a 5 minute if you're trying to like time when you should be entering. But the key is to do it on a 1 hour, a daily chart, or 4 hour chart, so you can actually trade in sync with the extension of a 4 hour or 1 hour ATR, right? A 4 hour ATR. And if you do that, that's how you can be in a move and catch 100, 200 points and look like a genius. But it's not that you're a genius, you just know how to tell time. You just know how to wait and count to 3. 1, 2, 3. Candle 1, candle 2. That's also an indicator that we have. And we also have multi-time frame fractal indicator that plots higher time frame fractal. That's what you see on the 5-minute chart. I have hourly fractals plotted on my chart. Let me show you. Let me show you. You see these little prices here? These 28466, 2607, 481. Those are all hourly fractals. Fractal high, fractal low. And so that's all we try to do. So when I got short, I was already just aiming for these lows here. Why? Well, we had already taken out this internal structure on the 5-minute, but the real objective was down here, back right here, 432s. So these boys are about to probably 1 minute left here, get a fractal low confirm, and then they're going to go after maybe this fractal right here. And then maybe even higher, maybe even go higher, right? May even go higher. $300 to 430s. Let's see. Yeah, we are in a range. That's for sure. They're coming back to retest 425s. Hit the like button, guys. Hit the subscribe button. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the chat. We had a 1,000 contract offer just get pulled, guys. That's interesting information there. Look at the chart. 1,000 contracts. They just canceled it. Funny how that works. Look at the 15-minute candle now. Funny how that works, how we were just discussing that information. Look at what they did there. This is now probably going to be the swing low. And then we'll see if that next candle they end up pumping through, creating that fractal high. I mean, that swing low confirmed. 1,000 contracts, they just yanked it. How funny. What are they doing there? I guess they used that to pull price. They used that to pull price up. So here would be like that reclaim there of 400s. But I'm not taking that trade, guys. I'm not going to fall for the traps. I'm not going to fall for the traps, team. Why won't I fall for the trap? Because we're in a candle 3 right now on a 5-minute chart. It's a candle 3. So candle 4 is likely to take out the candle 3 high. So if anything, you can buy that, right? If anything, you can try to buy it. Of course, when I buy it, I'm probably going to get stopped out, right? Let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens here. Watch the book maps. Book map, book map, book map. Okay. Watch 75. There's a reclaim of 75. Are they going to stay heavy under 75? I'm in long. Let's see if we can catch it. They got this high. We're up 66. Come on, boys. Get back above 400s. Let's see if these guys can get that candle 4 extension up. I don't know, staying pretty heavy. Staying pretty heavy. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. Can they get back above 400s? Or are they going to displace down here and then just trap everybody? I don't know. All I know is I'm up 10 points. Let's see if we can get that move, though. Yay, buddy. No, not yet, not yet, not yet. Ooh, 1,000 contracts again added to the book. Ooh, look at that. You guys able to see book map? 1,000 contracts back on the book again. I'm going break even just in case these guys want to use that to slam price. I am not going to play against 1,000 contract offer there. Ooh, maybe I should have stayed in. Oh boy. Let's see what they do here. It's okay. I'm fine. I'm not going to try to keep playing with this. Look at the 1,000 contracts. I'm pretty sure they're going to take out that 5-minute high, though. So I don't know. That's kind of crazy. 1,000 contracts. I have not seen 1,000 contracts on NQ all week. see. It's probably going to extend now. Trying to get to that 1,000 contracts. Oh boy. Yeah, I don't want to sit in front of that, guys. I'm sorry. I'm sure it's going to work out, but I just don't want to sit. I don't want to. I don't want to be. I don't want to be the test dummy, if you know what I mean. You guys see that 1,000 contracts, right? It says 1,006. All this 5-minute candle needs to do is take out the prior 5-minute high, but that 1,000 contracts kind of changes the dynamic there a little bit. See what I mean? That's exactly why I didn't want to sit. This is why you need liquidity. This is exactly why, because the pattern could show you one thing, but the order book is going to be the confirming thing. You see what I mean? That right there, boom. So let's see. Now, as we start getting back, if we get back above 75, I could consider getting back in again now for a second attempt. For a second attempt here. Let's see if these guys can get back above 75. And then I want to see them pull that offer. And these boys pull that offer, or is this for real? Are these guys for real? Are they for real? Looks like it's for real. Didn't reclaim the level yet. Okay, I'm back in. I'm back in a little bit here. Come on, come on. Stay above 75s. One more time, one more time, one more time. Okay, as we start moving through, I don't want to see price back below 75. There we go. There's my extension. Watch the offer on the book to see if they're going to pull it. Is it real? Is it real? Tell me it's real. Oh boy, watch that offer. Watch the offer. This is important, guys. I'm taking one contract off as we approach that offer. We're up 25 points on this. Let's see if we get through that. Let's see if we can get through that offer. Let's see if we can get through that offer. Watch this 5-minute. This 5-minute is going to try to take out that 5-minute high at 424s. I'm just going to try to get that 424 target there. I'm not gonna try to be too greedy here. Stops below my bid on the. I got a 152 contract, 155 bid. Here we go. Let's see how they handle this offer. You know what the best thing to do, guys, is actually just take your profit. How about that? Let's just take the profit. Boom, we're out. We're out right at 10:30. Let them squeeze. That 15-minute looks like it wants that high, but it is so bearish and ugly. I don't want to sit in front of that. Where's the hourly chart? 15-minute chart. There we go. Yeah, we're not playing, guys. Made some money on that one, though, so we're good. We're good. Scalping this. Oh, a third time? Are they going to do it a third time? No. Nope. No, thank you. Take the piece. Don't be greedy. You know, I was aiming for the higher target, but look, they couldn't. As soon as they got to that offer, it was like, and it stayed there. That's the key. It stayed there. So it's real. It was real. Pretty cool, huh? Pretty cool how that saved me from getting smashed. Pretty cool. Let's watch what happens here. Oof. These guys are not playing today. We're obviously in a range, right? We're obviously in compression right now. Price is compressing, so of course we're going to see all this type of madness. But we did get that fractal low, but we did not get a fractal high. Let's see if these guys are going to successfully take out this fractal high, or if not, this thing can just yank and keep going down. Let's see here. The book map, buyers are trying again. They're not done yet. These buyers are still present. That offer, is it gone? I think that offer just disappeared here. Let's take a look see. Yeah, that offer is gone. So they removed the offer, created a vacuum because they got the job done. Oh no, it's still there. It's still in the book. It's actually still there. 24,000. Where are we? 28,410. It's still there. Guys, if you haven't hit the subscribe button, make sure you do. Only if you like making money. Only if you like making money, hit the subscribe button. All right, let's see if they're going to take out this low or they're going to continue to play off of our one-day min. Our one-day min is our expected move for the session, meaning we are expecting price to move down to 28,319. I mean, we've pretty much already hit it, but we've already exceeded it. There's not much room left based on what the expected range is for the session. Currently, the Nasdaq is down 1.4%. 1.4%, and that's pretty much what the size of the move was for today that was anticipated. Of course, we can exceed it. Of course, we can exceed it, but we want to be aware of where we're at, right? So market looks like it's beginning to base here a little bit. Not a little bit. It's been basing here since like 9:45 or 9:50s. Everyone's trying to get that breakout because of what happened here from 9:40 when we had that big sell-off. So everyone's trying to sell. So play the range, gang. Just play the range. Watch this 350 level. Continues to hold as resistance. Maybe we do get that test of that low 300. 5 minute is looking pretty nice. We'll see. We got 1 minute left on this 5 minute candle. 15 minutes staying heavy. We're underneath the 30-minute open, so we could potentially stay heavy enough to take out our IB low. That's kind of probable here at this point. I would think so, but I don't think I want to do that either. Just waiting, gang. We're already up. We've already hit 90 points on the session, so we're just waiting for something juicy here, something simple. What's not simple is shorting right now, and what's not simple is buying right now. It is not simple. You know how you know it's not simple? Because the minute you hit that button, you start sweating. That's how you know. You know. So that's one of the values, I guess, when you have momentum. When you trade momentum, it's like you're getting in right when the move happens, so you're immediately in hitting targets. Like it's boom, quick. Right, this is not quick right now. This does not feel quick. Okay, let's see. They got some bids right here at 66. Let's see if they fill. Let's see if they fill these bids. 277 contracts. Let's see. They're going to try to reclaim. It's probably going to be a failure here, and then they're going to take it back down again. Alrighty. Let's watch. Watch the bubble. Watch the circle. They get back in that circle, it will probably end up going down. If they don't get back in that circle, then maybe there's a chance that they actually end up popping it back up. But look at the 5 minute chart. That 5 minute chart is looking like it's ready to displace lower. It's looking like it wants to go lower. Look at that. It's just holding the moving average here. Look at the 8400 level. This is what I like to see. Close above, close back in, unable to close back above. We like that. We like that. Like that a lot. But we have the same thing on the other side. Look at 300s. They wicked it right here. We got a closure here and they couldn't even close it. So this next candle is a deciding candle. They need to close back inside or basically close where we get away from 300s. Right there, they broke 1 day min and put support. Is this put support? NDX put support. But look at the 300 level, right? They're still right there. Now this could just, of course, flip bearish right now. I mean, they can literally pop it, and then yank it, and it goes all the way down. And that's highly likely that's what's going to happen. Highly likely that's what's going to happen. But I'm not going to short that. Like I'm not going to short this candle at support. These are like the worst candles to short at support. You want to be in, if anything, on the break of this low. So when price trades with the low of this candle, that's acceptable. You could be in that trade for sure. But don't be shorting this right here because the move is done, right? The move already happened. Now, if you do get in right now, what you're really trying to do is you're predicting that price is ready to break out and extend. We want to get in here as this small little range is getting broken, internal range. Okay. And I know you might be saying, well, how do you do that? Well, the easiest way for me to identify those points, I'll show you right now. It's so simple, you don't even have to think. So easiest ways to do that is right here. Boom, that dot. That dot is the entry on the 5 minute or even the 1 minute. Let's pull this up real quick, see where that would have lined up. Yeah, exactly. So that dot on the 5 minute is literally right there. Would have been right there. 377, I think it was. Let's see where that price is. Yep, right there. The high of this or the low of this candle, 377. That's how we get in. So the Renko structure we use is technically configured for me to get me in on the wicks of these candles, right? That's why they're momentum plays. Momentum plays. Oh, yeah. If I was a seller right now, I don't know. I would be kind of annoyed. I would be just a little annoyed because you know they're going to do it. You know they're going to look. There's 289 contracts under price right now. 290s on Bookmap. They're beginning to layer. So you got 67 contracts, and then you got 290. I'm sure someone's going to pull, right? I'm pretty sure maybe 67 is going to pull, and then once that pulls, creates a vacuum. Then 290. Maybe they pull that and then done, right? Then you got 76 at 280s. Let's see. They're gonna probably displace here. What I would like them to actually do, which would be cleaner for, in my opinion, would be like actually price rips up, right? Price rips up, and as price is ripping up, then they cancel it and then they take it down. But let's see what happens. They're right there. I'm pretty sure they're gonna hit it right now. Hit it right now, guys. Oh, come on. Oh, boom, displaced. Here we go. Ooh, these are real orders, guys. Look at that. Those are real orders. Good work, salsa lessons. Bingo. Good for you, bud. When did you get, what price did you get in? 290, 430s? Probably got it from up there around 400s. Clean, bro. Clean. That was clean. So there you go here too. Here's the other example, right? You get the pop above 325, and then we get the continuation dot right there. Boom, right there, right? But I don't want to take it because of the location. It's too low, right? The better one would have been up over here. Would have been up top at 375s. So those little dots at time. Sick trade there, bro. Sick trade. So now we got closure on the 5 minute through 300. So that is a technical breakdown, right? Technical breakdown. And now we can potentially start seeing price continue to trend lower and lower and lower. Lower and lower. Oh, cool. $15-minute now, expanding below the prior 15-minute low. This thing is probably going to push the 250s, and then if we do get through 250s, 200s would be the next level. Good work there, man. That's a great trade, dude. You killed it on that trade. Bravo. 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 Doom, 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 doom. Thing is yanking, still going. ES looks like it's trying to break out too from 740s. Let's see. ES next level on the ES would be 730s. E2 bid. Let's see. Those guys are already aggressively sold into that level. And then we start seeing some buyers coming in now, right here. I really wonder. Let's see. Pull up our IB low. Our IB low. 300 is our IB low. Okay, got it. We're still right there at our IB low, right here, that little blue line here. Look at how they're beginning to build a little box, So expansion, consolidation, and then we get another expansion next. Let's see if they give us another expansion next. To the downside. Keep selling off. Do we keep selling off? Price is staying trendy. Price is staying trendy. Back inside 75. Can they get back outside 75? Look at the book map. There's some sellers coming in. Come on. Can they get under and stay under? And if they do, next target would be the bid down below at 250s. 250s would be the target. There's a sell side. You see the aggressive sellers coming in. You can see the bubbles. They're just popping, popping, popping. Oh, back above 75. What time is it right now? Got 2 minutes left on this 15-minute candle. Let's take a look at the hourly. 4 hour is, I think the 4 hour was done pulling back, hence the wick. It's done pulling back, hence the wick. Where did it pull back to? This fractal right there at what, 438? That was a little testy, right? Open test. Look at that candle. Like, I don't want to be freaking buying against this big. We broke out from 500. That was a strong body closure of 500s. What would have been better is if they actually retested 500 and then we freaking, that would have been nicer, right? Would have been a lot cleaner. So this thing should stay heavy. What I wouldn't want to see is a reclaim of the 6. What time is this? The 10 o'clock open. So 323s. Like, I would want this thing to stay heavy underneath, and then we can expect, okay, cool, clean continuation, clean move down. But they're still hanging out here at right around the 300 level, so we got to watch out for that. But that ends up being a potential magnet for price until we can clearly leave the vicinity of that 4 hour or 10 o'clock open. So there they go trying again here. They're trying again here. Let's see. 15-minute about to close here in 30 seconds. We're just trying to stack a bid. Let's see if it's real. You know, so whenever you see a bid or an offer, right? Like right now, they just put a bid right here. It doesn't mean buy, right? It doesn't mean buy. They're stacking it right there. They're trying to use it as fuel for a move up. The most important thing is the reaction, right? So you put a bid here, what happens to price? Does it actually fill it or doesn't fill it? If it doesn't fill it and price moves away from it, that's important. That means there's no active sellers here that are ready to take that bid, right? So that means price has to go higher. When they're lifting price by using the bid, that's another situation to consider. That's also something different too to consider. So look, they did sell, right? They sold right into it. So somebody did want to sell. So if I was looking at that, I'd be like, well, for sure I don't want to be a buyer because the sellers here are actively taking out the bid and they're slamming the bid. Got a candle 3 here on the 1 minute chart. Let's see. 5 minute is going to try to take out the prior 5 minute low from 1040. And they do successfully. This is the new 15-minute candle. Oh, we haven't taken out yet. We're about to. So 250 is the level. Watch here. Nice bid loading here. These bids are being used to pull price lower, right? Lower. So even here, price went up and then boom, right down. Every bid's been getting filled. Offers have not gotten filled, right? We saw that 1,000 contract, they did not fill that, right? They couldn't even get there. Buyers were not strong enough to get there and lift the offer. Take it out. Here's a reclaim. Is this a reclaim? Now we're getting really wicky here, huh? It's getting pretty wicky here. Back above 75s. Look at the seller who just came back in, slammed it. Got the bid, then the seller. It's the same pattern. They did that over here. They did it over here. Let's see now if they get the same reaction. If they get the same reaction. Watch that 75 level. I'm gonna try to take a little scalp here. If we get back under 75, it'll be a quick cut. We're trying to reclaim 75s. Okay, very nice. There's 15 points. Go on break even right away. Actually, no, we'll just let it do its thing. Yay. 50 points, or 50 ticks. Stops break even. I need a closure above 300s. And then maybe we see a little bit more. We got candle 3 on the 5 minute. They took out the low and the high of the 5 minute. We still have 2 minutes left on the 5 minute. It could fail here, and then we get rotation back down to the lows. We just formed a Johnny Cage at a lower low break and a higher high break, which is crap. Crap City. Watch the book map. Let's pay attention to how they handle. Oh, I'm tagged out there on my trail. All good. All good. Now the market might be ready to roll over here. Let's try short now. Instant 20 ticks. Let's see if it can stay heavy here. Under 75s. 75, 75. Stay heavy under 75. Nope, they're back above. 75. Get back under. Back under. No. I'm going to get yanked here. Okay. Cut that scalp there. You guys are playing games. Watch the book map. Book map. Under 75. Okay. Can they stay heavy under 75? No. In the reclaim level here. It's very trappy here. Not gonna trade 75. Although I do like this aggression here. Came back down, but we're in the cage. We're in the middle of the cage, guys. 75. I don't like the long, to be honest. I don't know. I don't know why I'm feeling it. Kind of feeling is long here. Let's see if I'm gonna regret it. Ooh, they just took out a big offer. Can we sustain that move? Can we sustain the move? There's 100 ticks. There's 100 ticks. Can we get more? I need some more. There's a 10 o'clock open print. Let's get that pump. Let's get that pump. Can I get another 200 ticks on this trade? Let's go. Let's keep going, guys. Come on. Give me more. Just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. There's our one-day min. Let's see if we can reclaim one-day min. Let's see if we can pop into the 50s. That's the next level. Can we stay above 25? Watch the book map. Watch the book map. This is how we're going to try. Oh, no, they didn't even try. They're nowhere to be found, gang. Oh, bro, they're nowhere to be found. Guess where I'm targeting? I'm targeting 400s, 450s. 200 ticks. Again, we did it again. Oops, I did it again. Let's keep it going. 240 ticks. 240 ticks. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Let's take one contract off. I did it. I did it. We caught a good trade. Caught another one. That's like 3 freaking big bangers today, guys. We've exceeded our 100-point goal again. And this day, today was effortless, to be honest. It was quite effortless. Not trying to be cocky or arrogant, but it was pretty effortless. And these are the environments. We knew this coming into the market. There's expected volatility, realized volatility. Expected volatility told us, hey, big moves, big swings, aggression, negative gamma, right? IV was like 26, 27% or whatever it was. Then we started tracking ATR at the open coming in from the pre-market, and then it just confirmed everything. So when we have all that working together, it's like, let's go, baby. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Come on now. Stay heavy. Stay firm here above 50s, guys. Come on. Stay firm. Now, what is this level? Why are they rejecting? Well, it's an important level. That's why they're rejecting. It's an important level. I'm going to actually let price operate here because I'm trading the 5-minute expansion here, guys. 5-minute expansion. So let that 5-minute candle do its thing. We just let it do its thing, gang. It's like whatever. I'm good. I mean, I've already exceeded the goal today, guys, so I am cool with whatever happens here with this trade. Do not care. Look, this is what I'm trading, bro. Candle 1 tool, and now we're here above 3. We got 2 minutes left. Let the 2-minute thing do its thing. There's no fractal till here, so this will be my area of interest where we should potentially see resistance. So from this level here at 387s, this is the note right here. This is the target. If they want to be really mean to folks, they will take out the sellers from anyone who shorted the breakout. These are usually areas they retest. All right, what's that price? 86. Let's see. These guys are trying to flip this. This could become a failure too, right? If this closes red underneath this high, then that could be a failure. Tag that on my trail. I got tagged out on my trail. But we are Gucci, guys. That was a fantastic trade. No trade yet. There is no short here for me. Let this candle close. Next candle needs to take out this low. And then if you wanted to, maybe you get to move back lower. But they're still playing here. They're still playing here. And they're stacking the bid. Watch the 25 level. Watch that 25 level. This could just be a simple pullback for continuation move higher. Here's what I like. I like when we break underneath an important level and then we reclaim. Do we get a dot? I'm going to get back in one more time. Let's see. We're playing with some buffer, so we can just keep attacking, guys. We can just keep attacking. Got 1 minute left. We got 1 minute left. Can I get enough squeeze here to go break even on my targets? I don't want to see it back here at my dot. Oh, I'm break even already and up another 70, 80 ticks. Let's rip it. Come on, boys. Let's go. We need to get price to clear out 62s and 75s. Let's see if we can get through 75s. Up another 75. 6, 10 points. Come on, come on, come on. Pump, 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 pump. Don't fall back under 50s. It could reclaim 50. Look at book map. Look at book map. The sellers just stepping right back in. They're going to hold this 50. They're going to displace back under. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. They're going to hold it under. Look at that. Big volume under. Oh, big one. That's it. That's it, guys. It's over. I'm out on that. I'm out on that one. It could still work, though, but all good. Could have taken that profit for a quick 10 points, but I wanted to catch the bigger move. At this point, we're beyond our goal of 100 points, so be chilling. There's a reclaim. Honestly, that would be nice. That would actually be nice, but the 5 minute needs to close here in 15 seconds. And I think that maybe it's going to end up ripping higher, to be honest. We'll see what happens here. Let this 5 minute candle close. We'll see what they do. 3, 2, 1. Let's see. They are going to probably pop this thing. It is going to go to 400s next, I think. I kind of managed that trade. I thought I did pretty good with it, but looking back at it, like I did good with the first exit, and then I just kind of messed up this other one here. I should have just kept my stop down here, but whatever. Or even re-entered over here. So, bad idea. Well, I'm not upset, but look, it's going to go now. It's going to go now. But you know what, though? The bigger move will be in the next 15 minutes. The bigger move will be in the next 15 minutes, okay? So look, even though that's happening right now, the bigger move is going to be in the next 15 minutes. Here's why. Let this candle, ideally this candle does not trade above this high yet, but we do get this little low here. And then the next candle on the 15-minute could be the extension. That way we get a 15-minute extension, and that's where I'd expect them to take out 512s. ATR's 405 ticks on the 15-minute chart. So that gives us a good opportunity to catch easy 50 points. Easy 50 points. So the 15-minute, we're going to wait for that 15-minute. Plus it's the hourly too, right? We have the hourly closing. Let's pull up that hourly to see what it looks like. Remember what I said too about 10 o'clock open? We don't want to see price get back above 323s. So now what happens is the seller, this would be actually good opportunity, like maybe in the next 45 minutes, next 30 minutes, there'll be a sell trade setting up, and probably in the next 2 50-minute candles. Because what we do want to see is this, like eventually we get a test to the 500, and then we basically come back in and get back underneath the 10 o'clock open print, and then we can look for further extension. But here's what's working against that idea. We have to be aware of time, not just time of day, but time of the week. It's Friday. And usually we're not going to see like Fridays give us a maxed out move. Usually if we look at a weekly chart or weekly candle, the Mondays and Fridays are usually Monday to Tuesday usually set the high or the low of the week, right? And so we can expect that on Friday you're going to see some type of retracement in order to form that next wick, whether it's the low or the high or the close, right? So we need to understand timing of it. Look at that. Damn. It's going to the target. There's some sellers trying to come in. I think they're getting stopped out. Sellers are getting stopped out at 400. Someone's trying to protect their position here. We do have an iceberg order showing up on Bookmap. We're almost there, guys. We're almost done here today. It's been a good session. You guys enjoying yourselves? Are you guys learning anything? Thanks, Ryan, Tyler for hitting the like button. Thanks for hitting that like button. Actually, I really don't even know how it works. Is there even a like button in the chat? I don't know how that works. I actually don't really ever watch live streams, to be honest. I really can't watch trading content because it throws me off my game. You know, it throws me off my game because I'm so locked into what I do, and I get easily distracted. I have like ADHD times 100, so I could like easily, oh, that sounds interesting. That sounds cool. Maybe I should try that. Next thing you know, I'm like blowing up, trying stupid shit. But nah, I've been doing this long enough. I'm pretty locked in on what I'm doing, man. Pretty locked in. Look at that. 400s. We're not trying to short this thing yet, guys. Be very careful. And you know, I don't really know how like folks who, let's see, hold on, what's going on here. I like watching this. How would you guys categorize this approach? Would you consider this scalping? Is this considered scalping for you guys? I think it's scalping, but then I see other folks, they consider scalping like taking like 8 ticks. Like there's this other guy, he sells like a bunch of complicated indicators, but they're really not. It's just basically all the Ninja Traders that are indicators for free on NinjaTrader, but just like changed up. It's like, oh, I think I have that indicator, the regression channel. Isn't that the same shit that's on NinjaTrader? Okay, cool. Anyways, but like these guys have like these insane systems, and they're like, yeah, target 1, 4 ticks or 5 ticks. And I was like, dude, all that shit just to get 5 ticks? You must be smoking. A lot of effort to get 5 ticks. A lot of effort to get 5 ticks. Yeah, like small target, mid target, big target. Big target was like, I think 13 ticks. I was like, dude, I tried that system like a couple years ago, and I was like, bro, even though I was like, I made money, or technically I was green, I was still negative from all the commissions. I was like, how does this work? All these commissions, bro, it just doesn't make sense. Okay, watch here. 450, 450s. Let them squeeze. Take a look at the 15-minute candle here. Oof. They should take out that 15-minute high, bro. If they don't take out that 15-minute high, that is just mean. That is mean if they don't take out that 15-minute high. They're pulling back. How far are they going to go? Look at that. Look at the book map here. Look at the book map. So this is what should happen. Doesn't mean it's going to happen. They should extend past this 15-minute candle high, going to 512s. That would be the ideal target. That's what they should do. That's what they should do. Come on, boys. You can do it. Oh, I'm not in it, guys. I'm not buying this. But I'm just letting you know what they should do. But it is the 1 hour open. So let's see if they do some two-way. They're going to do some two-way foreplay here, and then they go. There's the extension. There's a 15-minute high right there. They just took it out, and now we see if we get a 15-minute explosion. Let's see if they give a 15-minute explosion here. ES is also big bounce, big recovery on ES. Are we at high day on ES? I think we are. Holy cannolis. Holy cannolis. Hey, Renee, aren't we meeting today? We're going to meet in an hour, I think. Doing some one-on-one coaching. He's been in the game now for a couple years. Actually, we met a couple years back in another community where we were, I don't know, trying out some other stuff and Renko stuff. Yeah, Renee's good peoples. Look at this, look at this, look at this. I sent you the Google Meets link so we can, you should have gotten it. I think I did see you accept that invitation. All right, let's see here. These guys are being mean, but this is what we like. They swept the high and they reclaimed. That is nice. That is a very, very nice, attractive opportunity, but I can't take it yet, guys. I can't take it yet. This is just a single pop. I need to see him try twice, at least twice. Buyer's already here. Try it once, try twice. But if the market is really, really that nasty, it could just all the way back down without even a second try. That's okay. Market's been very nice today, very good this week. I would say overall the whole week has been phenomenal. I think Wednesday was just a one low quality day, but I mean, it's been pretty freaking pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. So we're officially back inside our 1-day min, or inside our expected move for the session. So we're now at 1%. So we're within that range. They did a very nice recovery there. And I think that's also important to start paying attention to, guys. How much of the range did we already hit, fulfill? Where are we at? Did we exceed it? Are we done? That way we don't sit there trying to anticipate something that's not realistic. That's how good trades become bad trades. That's how green days become red days. All right. Watch this 25 level. Are they going to prop the 25 level? We're going to wait here. Seller just came in, rejected there at the 44 level, 45 level. Nice. Sellers are definitely coming back in again. That's good. That's good. That's good. About 1 minute left on this 5-minute candle. Next 5-minute candle will determine what we do. There might be a short setting back up, guys. There might be another short setting back up. Let's see. There could also be a possible pop one more time to the high. So 49s is that 11 o'clock open. So what they did was they popped it, reclaimed it, and now we're kind of holding here the VWAP. The VWAP. So we'll see if we're going to just rotate all the way down, or are we going to break out, pull back, go sideways, trap low, and then go. So that looks like this. Break out, pull back, consolidate, trap low, reclaim, and then go. Oh my goodness. Let's see what they're going to do. Anybody got plans for the weekend? Weekend. It's been a pretty busy week. Not going to lie. Been very busy. Trading, live streaming, working on the back end with the dashboard, the tools, putting all the indicators and content together. It has been quite a bit, quite a lot. But we're just getting started here. Hang out with the kids. That's awesome. How old are your kids? Are you young? You got young kids? Got a 12-year-old. Wait a minute, is she 12? She turns 12 next month. Yeah. I got 12-year-old. Trying to get more. I want to have like 15 kids. Let's watch what they're gonna do here, guys. Let's see if they're gonna like do some funny business here. Reclaim 25s. Let's see if they can reclaim 25s. A little premature here at the VWAP. And with the kids, what do we do on the weekend? Well, when I lived in Miami, we would be at the beach, be at the nice restaurants, we'd be at the parties. But now I'm older and I don't live in Miami anymore. I live in the worst place, the Pacific Northwest, Washington State. I don't like this place at all. I'm only here for my kid. Bro. It's like I'm just here till she's like old enough and I can go back to Miami. You have twins, 5 years old, 7 years old. Wow, that's epic. My God, twin boys. Woof. Jeez Louise. Hey, let's watch this 5-minute here. These guys are trying to play games. What are they gonna do? I don't know. Let's see. They can come all the way back down to this level here, 350s. But watch. What's this level? 400. Couldn't close back. They couldn't close through it. So let's see how they handle this. We're already trading below this candle, so I've got no interest right now. They are pressing lower. You can see the market structure here. We're pulling back. How far are they going to go? They are yanking, 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 yanking. There's some buyers trying to come in. So down to 75s now. I think people were trying to buy I think people were trying to buy a pullback thinking it was a breakout. That's possible, right? It looked like a breakout, but what they're ignoring is that we're just in a range. Right, we're in a range. Look at the range, guys. There. There. So we just inside of this range. We've been in this range since 9:55. So this is mean reversion type situation right now. Mean reversion. Buy low, sell high. Don't buy strength. Let's see. Watch 400s. We just buy the reclaim. So let traders get trapped, get the reclaim. There we go. There's the dot. Is that going to be the move? I don't know. Kind of liked it. I'm going to wait for the next 5-minute candle to determine that. 1 minute is looking like it is the one. The 1 minute is showing me that it is the one. How can I connect with you regarding coaching? Shoot me an email. Shoot me an email. And then we can definitely talk about it. So Renee is part of our community, and part of that community is some coaching. So that's kind of how we got that rolling, you know. So you're looking for like one-on-one coaching. It's a little different, but she's doing one-on-one coaching, right? So we do one-on-one thing. So yeah, feel free to shoot me an email if you like. See my email, info at. Let's go to my website. There's a contact page there. If you just submit some info there, and I'll shoot you an email, or you shoot me an email, and then I can get back to you, and we can go from there. So let's see what we got going on here, guys. 400's trying to hold up. We got a 5-minute candle here about to close. Oh man, I do want to take one more trade. I'd like to be able to take one more trade here. The market's so good, so good. Market's great today, guys. It's great today. Okay. Sellers stepping, hitting the gas pedal here. Oof, that was a failure pop right there, back under 400s. Well, hold on. We still got 15 seconds left. They're gonna probably get down to 350s. This is our prior boss level right here. Oh yeah, we're right there. Let's see. Don't be trying to buy this pullback, gang, because you're gonna get smashed. You gotta wait for the right time. And right now we got a fractal high on the 5-minute. Just confirm 1, 2, 3. So candle 3, we're in candle 4. Question is now, do they expand lower, or do we begin to go inside and then reclaim, go higher? So that's usually the way they do it. Let's look at our GEX. It's still negative. We're under 0 gamma. So it's a battle right now. Let's see if these guys can get back above. And we reclaim 75s. Look at bookmap. Let's look at the bookmap. Really helpful for us here. Can we actually get back to 75? Yes, no. Sellers try again. Okay, they're back up. I'll try. Try one. I'll try a long right there, guys. Oh my god, 100 ticks instantly. Holy shinolis. Holy shinolis. What the heck? You see how timing is so important? Wow, 300 ticks. My machine just froze. I'm going to take that profit. Boom, baby. Bruh. Oh my goodness. What the hell? Did Trump tweet again? Oh, that was sick, bro. What, they're ending the war? Is that what they just said? That's good. If it's true. Let's see. Pakistan and Iran explore a path towards new talks with the U.S. and a China-initiated push. Oh, yeah. All right. You guys see that trade? Did you guys understand why I got in it when I got in? Did you guys understand that? So let's just break it down one more time. 15-minute, right? The 15-minute is kind of the macro here in this instance. We had this swing low formation beginning to form. It actually confirmed once we traded above the 15-minute high. So what they did was they traded the 15-minute high and then they pulled back, right? So that was this move all the way down here. So people were trying to buy the breakout above the 15-minute. They got trapped. And then we end up just pulling all the way back. We see the buyer begin to get in right here off the 75 level. We had a reaction, but I don't take the first pop, man. I don't do that, right? And then especially after a strong move, you got to wait for a 2-try. So then we get to 375. You see them reclaim it again. I was like, uh-oh. And then I was like, wait for the 5-minute candle to close. We needed to wait for the 5-minute candle to close. Once the candle closed, then we get a reclaim move here at 75. So the 5-minute ends up doing this. So the 5-minute ends up taking the wick out of the prior 5-minute candle. This wick right there, that little sweep below, that little thing is this thing right here. Oops. Right here. That little V bottom right there. You see the V? Look at the V, boom. The entry right there. You see that? So that gives us the entry on the wick. Okay. Look at the entry. A little bit above the wick once it confirms right there. Boom. Okay. How much, and the most important thing was how much heat did I have on that entry? Like how much heat from my entry, like it was immediate. As soon as it got me in, as soon as I got in, it was like, bam, there was no heat on that trade. Freak, bro. All the way back up to the 5-minute high. And that was the minimum target, but the 15-minute target's still a 512s. So maybe they're still going to do it. Maybe we can probably get another one. No, I'm good. We're good. We're actually up 200 points on the day, guys, with that trade. 200 points on the trade. 200 points on the day. Am I calculating this correctly? Yeah. You saw me trading. I'm trading micros, guys. I'm trading 2 micros. I'm up $865 trading 2 micros. I did not double up positions. I didn't, scale in. It was just straight up 2 micros, 15, 25 point targets. If I had a big move, caught the big move. So we are good to go. We are good to go. Here, I'll show you. Look, $826 trading 2 micros, trading funded accounts with 2 micros. 2 micros. ATR staying consistent now. It's 150 ticks a minute. Bro, the market's getting better as the day progresses. Alrighty. Let's see. Wow. There's a lot of Trump news going on right now, guys. That's what's happening. So I think it's time to call it here for the session. What do you guys think? Yeah, this is mad. Oh, yeah, there you go. There's that 15-minute resolution that we're talking about, right? Boom. Now they're going for 622s. Oh, you guys have a great weekend. Thanks for tuning in. You guys have not hit that like button, hit that like button. You guys are interested in learning more about what we do here. Let me just show you one last time before we wrap it up here. Got our little website. Here, guys. It's not the prettiest website, but nonetheless, it's just a starting point here. You can learn about what we do here, what we're building, what our dashboard kind of looks like. It's going to look like. You can watch a bunch of the live streams. You're already on the live stream, so you already know what's good. All the indicators that we have, the auction map, order flow, Renko, performance dashboard, everything you need, plus the education to go with it. Yep, it's all there, guys. Specifically for Ninja Trader, that's the only thing. So if you're using TradingView, sorry guys, we don't work with TradingView. You shouldn't even use TradingView to trade, to be honest. I mean, you could use it to plot. Yeah, I mean, I have TradingView just to plot charts on my phone and shit, or whatever. But to trade off of, don't do that to yourself. You will deeply regret it. When I see people who do it, I'm like, how do they do that? Don't they get so pissed off with the how slow it is and the delay of execution? But then, whatever. All right, team. Thanks for tuning in. You guys have a great weekend. We'll be back on Monday. Have a good one.